Good afternoon from Yami BTV, wishing you all well. As you can see, I'm in hospital again. I know it's been an absolute nightmare. I discharged myself the other day. I didn't let you know because I didn't want to worry you. But I've come back here today. And you know what's pissing me off? There's a room open with 5 or 6 members of staff, right? And they're laughing loud and everything. The door isn't shut, but 2 people have just gone past, right? And collapsed, cardiac arrest. Sometimes I feel like they're a bit patronising as well, staff. Not all staff are the same, obviously. But after these 2 people collapsed, they had to get them onto the machines. And then one other geezer started asking a question. He was in a wheelchair, and the geezer, the member of staff, was talking to him, look, I've just told you, it's like prison officers or something talking to you. You can quite really see the man's about 80 odd, he doesn't understand what you're on about. Don't work in here if you ain't got the right credentials or the right vibe or attitude to be dealing without this thing. We know we're living in difficult times, but I hate patronisers, especially in life or death situations. But on top of that, I was remembering when I used to come out in handcuffs. When you want to go toilet, they put a dog chain on to the toilet so that the screws stand outside with the chain. But, right, many men over the years, when they've known they're going to hospital, book it so that when they get out there, get the chain sawed off or get somebody to come in and rescue them. Or out the opposite window, there was a funny one on the Isle of Sheppey once in an hospital where they chased him, but he made it. He made it in a pair of shorts and underpants. That's what I was saying. It's amazing what men will do if they want to get away, mate. No matter what way it's done, you know what I mean? I think some men who are doing life, if they could run down the road naked, they'd run. I'm telling you. But when I used to be handcuffed, I used to walk through with the staff because, you know, for whatever appointments you've got whilst you're in prison, you go handcuffed. But I used to walk in and start going, and everyone just, oh, he looks like he could be a murderer, he could be a killer, you know. That stigma of having the chains on. Obviously, there's also been times when there's other people that understand how it works with the prison thing, and they go, you all right, everything cool. Well, I used to always want them, right, to sit with, you know, the members of the public so that you could have a right little laugh and, you know, get involved in a bit of socially away from a prison environment, like sitting around people and having a talk, and you lose the right to that privilege if you go to jail. That's the other thing. I mean, you've heard the story about my nephew Michael McCann and his dad, what he had to go through with the inhuman way you could be treated, not just by the authorities. You know, it's like you'd think even the powers that be in hospitals should be able to have a say, especially when they say people ain't got a lot of time to live. You know, what good does a pair of handcuffs do, really? You know, those rules are rules and things. But if I could change anything, shut the door in the staff room. Don't make a lot of noise, because it's not a happy time in the world at the moment with these places anyway. The last thing you want when someone's being carted off on a stretcher, cardiac arrest, you don't want to be hearing a lot of laughter in the background, do you? Shut the door, for F's sake. But I'm all right now. Just about to leave. I'm going to talk to you when I get home. Love you loads.